Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. This will not be the last time we see the Spurs play today. They took care of business and forced a Game 7 versus Thunder. What's up, man? It's the Spurs versus everybody post-game show, solo dolo edition. Game 6, man. The Spurs take care of business, 118-91, as you see in the description below, or the little I don't know what ticker. I don't know what to call this, but 118-91. The Spurs survive elimination and move to a Game 7 at OKC Thunder. I did my part today, guys. I did everything I possibly could. I was in the city, feeling the vibes around the city, kind of feeling the tension, but also feeling excited. Felt like the script was in that this would go to a Game 7, but you still don't know, right? You still don't know if it's going to go to a Game 7, but it felt a little bit like the script was in. It was going to go to a Game 7. I got everything I needed to do. I got the workout in. I got the tan in. I got the massage in. I found some athletic jeans without even thinking I made it. So I did my part, San Antonio, and the Spurs came through for me, and I am having a great night. I don't know whether I'm going to go to bed early and get some sleep and and party tomorrow, or I'm going to go out tonight on the city. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm just really excited. The Spurs will be going to a Game 7, and winner take all. We're going to find out who's going to go to the finals. It's going to be OKC. It's going to be the Spurs. Obviously, I'm voting for the Spurs. Man, let's make this short and sweet. I don't think we have to go over too much. Wemby really set the tone early. 22 points in the first half. He only scored 6 more for a total of 28 points, 10 rebounds, 3 blocks, but 22 points in the first half was big for us. We were up 7. I thought Devin Vassell hitting shots, open shots. He obviously he brought out the dog today. You know, I talked about we hooping Devin. Let's not talk about it. Let's be about it. But he's been about it. He blocked Chet again. He's been talking shit. He's out there pushing people. He's out there being aggressive. So that's the dog. I give Devin Vassell the dog award tonight. He's being the dog out there. Shout out to him for coming through, becoming a two-way player that we need from him, hitting 4-7 for the 3-point line, which is great. He needs to be one of our best floor spacers. So for him, hit shots, Champagne hit some shots, only finished with 10, but they played great defense. We got a good, I was starting to get worried about Dylan Harper after that injury. Didn't seem like he was coming out and after a breakout performance, it didn't look like he was going to continue that breakout performance, but he had 18 tonight, looked good. He had a pullback 3 that I was like, all right, this is our night. When he hits that shot, it felt like our night. Keldon Johnson tipped in with 9 points, wasn't detrimental. Him and Luke Cornett were not detrimental to the team tonight. They were positive. So that was a good sign from them. I think our bench actually may have either matched OKC's bench tonight or actually outscored them by a little bit. But that has been a differential for the one of the differentials for the series, right? Is the OKC bench has outperformed, including Alex Caruso, who only had 7 points tonight. So he's been a big factor. I think he's been averaging like 7. I want to say off the top of my head, close to 17 points in the series, but just going off. So he was held in check. The Spurs bench did their job. Defensively, they did a job on SGA. SGA's had not a great series, man. He's averaging. I think this is the second time averaging under 20 points. He had 15 tonight. Didn't get to the free throw line, which is great for the Spurs. He wasn't able to pick up those extra points from the free throw line, which is good. The Spurs really honed in on him. I think he's shooting under 40% for the series, which I think he's around 55. Let me look it up. 55% for the season. So he's held way under check. Efficiency, 55% for the season, 31 points. Held them under 20 points. So that's a big go for the Spurs. A big kudos to the Spurs defense and the individual defenders that matched up on him throughout the game. They did their thing on him. But obviously, it's the other guys that really stepped up. J-Dub came back to the lineup. He didn't start. He came off the bench. Only gave them, I think, about 10 minutes. It wasn't really effective. That's going to be interesting what happens to him in Game 7. If he was having a good series for the Spurs. One of the guys that was getting going. I don't know what he's going to look like coming off in the Game 7, coming off that injury, the hamstring injury, how that's going to heal real quickly. McCain didn't really go off. He had 13 points though, but he didn't really like cook up like he had been normally. Everybody else, Chet, giving you want to keep. He's only had 10 points. Lou Dort, I talked about letting Lou Dort beat you. If Lou Dort is taking 9 threes, he was 2-11 from the field, but if he's taking 9 threes and you're leaving him open, I'm doing that all night. I'm not risking it on Caruso. I'm living and dying by Lou Dort beating you. And he had didn't beat you. He had 1 of 9 for the 3-point, like I said. So that's the guy I'm letting me beat me. And that's a good job. We didn't have a crazy Jalen Williams 3-point barrage. She was 0-4 from 3. So this felt like a win. It was gonna be a win for the Spurs, but you just don't know. You're really on edge. You didn't want this to be the last game. This would have been a terrible loss at home. That would have been the end of the season at home. We lose into game 6. Now we get to force game 7 in OKC. Winner takes all. And we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out what it. I think you still got to give the favorite to OKC Thunder, at home, defending champs. But the Spurs are gonna bring it. They're gonna bring everything they got. Everything has to be brought. I mean, they have to bring everything. I think they really do believe in themselves. Wemby is gonna have to set the tone early again, or set the tone on both sides of the ball and dominate. And the rest of the guys are gonna have to do their thing. Obviously, they're going to be players that step up. We're going to need players to step up. Who's going to step up for this game 7? Is it going to be Alex Caruso for the Thunder? Is it going to be Jalen Williams? Is it going to be Jared McCain? Is SGA going to start go off? Chet? They're going to have other guys step up. Obviously, other than the main guys, Victor and SGA. There's going to be who's going to step up. That's going to be the storyline of what's going on, and that will decide who wins Game 7 and faces the Knicks in the NBA Finals, man. I cannot wait, man. Saturday is going to be crazy. The city is going to be jumping, especially when, my God. We shot the ball well, 37%, 15 of 49. That was another big key for the Spurs, shooting the ball correctly and defending the 3-point line. They only, the Unders hit 10 of 40 from the 3-point line, 25%. That will probably not be duplicated in an OKC. So we shall see what trends happen. Can the Spurs shoot well enough from 3? Can they defend the 3 ball enough, especially in transition or off driving kicks? Let's see. Free throw line, another big discrepancy for the Spurs. They've been more physical, been able to get downhill, force their will on top of. That's what the Spurs have done during the regular season and in games that they won. They forced their will on OKC. They've out physical them. They gave the punch to OKC. And so they had 25 free throws tonight. OKC only had 12. You don't want to foul, obviously, SGA or other OKC people that flop or, exaggerate contact. And you got to get Spurs, have always put pressure on teams, especially in the paint. Let's say the paint points are 44-38. So it's not a huge discrepancy, but the Spurs still won that. No, actually, it's, yeah. 44-38. So the Spurs did beat that, did have an advantage in the paint, and that's a big thing for the Spurs. It's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be OKC is going to be jumping. They're going to have their home court advantage. They're going to come out, but the Spurs are here. They should believe in themselves. They should win this game, no doubt. Everybody's going to bring it. The Thunder should be the favorites, but I'm obviously going to be I'm obviously a Spurs fan and obviously running the Spurs versus everybody. So I'm picking the Spurs to win in 7 games hopefully it's in a thriller game. Obviously, maybe a blowout for the Spurs, but it should be a very good game, man. I can't wait. De'Aaron Fox, probably low point for the Spurs. Only 5 points, 1 of 9 for the free field goal, 0-3 from the 3-point line. Still coming off a little bit of injury. Still had 7 assists. 0 turnovers. His numbers when he's in the game, Steph's turnovers really decreased. Like Steph only had, credit to him, only had 1 turnover, 9 assists. So those numbers really, him on the court really impact Stephon Castle's turnover numbers. He can do better with his shot selection. He can be more of a force. We'll see what happens in Game 7 with him if he's bringing it, or even if he's on the court fighting. It's important for the guys to see him out there. But hopefully he'll have a better offensive game for sure. And he could be one of the heroes of game 7, but don't force it. If it comes to you and you're able to get in the paint, finish in the mid range, do that. But if it's not, other guys are going to have to step up. The bench has to play well. And this is going to be a hell of a fight, man. It's going to be a hell of a fight. I cannot wait till Saturday. I don't know. We have to go too much into detail about everything. I think, a quick pod on everything. Let's see. Oh, we got comments. What's going on? Well. Carter Bryant needs to relax. Yeah, Carter Bryant might be a good football player, man. He might be a good safety. I don't know, Cam Chancellor, some hard-hitting safety, man. He comes downhill and he's gonna hit you, man. So shout out to Carter Bryant. Maybe needs to, maybe more of a football player this year than will be in the future, but he definitely brings an impact, man. He brought who did he sledgehammer? Was it SGA? Was it SGA from? He just ran right over, man. That was a good hit in football. So, but shout out to Carter Bryant. He's going to be a player to watch in the future for the Spurs and how his development comes into play. Maybe he steps up and be one of the heroes in Game 7. I don't know. We're going to be talking about legends, right? People make their names in these kind of games, so we'll see who steps up, who doesn't, and who provides the Spurs with a much needed boost to get to the NBA Finals. I'm looking forward to Spurs Knicks Finals, so I'm praying to the Lord of basketball to bless us with that. Whew, my God, so much to talk about. Well, not really a lot to talk about this game. It felt like the Spurs were meant to win this one. It was about to go to Game 7, like I've been saying, and they proved it to be true. And we'll be forced to Game 7 Saturday. Spurs versus everybody. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Drop a comment below after the show. Thank you for everybody watching the show, subscribing, being out here. Last time I wasn't able to go because the Thunder knocked out. Go figure. The lightning storm and the thunder knocked out my power after they won, but I wasn't able to go. But I will, no matter what, we'll be going somehow live Saturday. Especially, regardless if we win or lose, but hopefully it's a celebration mode. So shout out to my guy Marshall, holds me down, my co-host. He's out there, pretty sure he's at work right now, enjoying the festivities. That's going on right now after the Spurs win. Make sure you check him out on Twitter, Marshall Best 14 on X or Twitter, whatever you call it these days, however you feel comfortable calling it. Go follow him. Go follow the Spurs with everybody account all across all social medias, interact, do all those things. We'll see you Game 7, man. We'll see a Game 7 Saturday. We'll be locked in, and go Spurs go, man. Go Spurs go. Catch y'all later.